Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Audrey, and we are going to be talking about the Powerpuff Girls collection, kind of. I got one of the bundles, so I did not get the full collection. I just got, main focus is the palette in this video. I apologize, I have a light on. Let me know how you like the lighting. I'm using the warm setting on the ring light instead of the cool. So what I got the Blossom bundle, which is the little redhead one. I didn't watch that much of Powerpuff Girls. I definitely did when I was little, but I don't remember that much about it. I know the animation style was the same as Dexter's Laboratory. My brother really liked Dexter's Laboratory, so I watched that a little bit more frequently. I have the palette, and then I have the, like, eye crayon. What do they call this one? Like the eye stick, which was from him, which was the villain. I have this one here. Color sticks. So it's basically like the elf things that I really like. It's an eyeshadow stick. And then I also got these little hair clips. So I'm going to put the little hair clips in for you today. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do 2 videos a week, beauty, vlogs, and then comic book stuff as well. But also, I love Cartoon Network stuff. And I would love to work there. I may or may not have applied. So I will say right off the bat, the little hair clips are pretty cheaply made, so just as an FYI, I mean, they're adorable, but just letting you know, it's like you're not gonna get the highest quality here, so I feel it's definitely more worth it to get them in if you're gonna get one of these bundles. If you were purchasing things separately, this wouldn't be one of the things that I would go for, but they're cute. I mean, how much do you like Powerpuff Girls? That might factor into your entire decision when it comes to this collection. So, main star of the show, gonna be the palette. I will insert a picture of swatches. I have 3 different looks, so we're gonna do the 3 looks, 1 palette today. This is my last look, but also the first look I did with it today was this. I did change my lip color, but I don't even think you saw my lips. For some reason, I wanted to save this for the video. There's a mirror. The first thing I will note about this is it's heavy. Like, this is like a heavy palette. I feel like the child palette and the Nintendo Animal Crossing that I have are not as heavy as this. So it's definitely the mirror. The mirror is giving it a lot of weight. I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 looks in here, and then I'm going to come back and give you my thoughts. This color's different than I thought. This is called crime fighting. Now, I will let you know there's a considerable amount of powder on this one, but very good matte. I am going to take the shade, try not to use shades I've already used, although these are for different looks, but it's fine. I'm going to use the shade Girls Rock, which is like an orangey shade here. Girls Rock is definitely a pressed pigment, so if the this is technically not for eye use claim bothers you, well, it's not for you because this is a pigment. But I use the Norvina palettes, which are all pressed pigments, and I'm fine with that. That is a risk I am willing to take. Frenemy. So we're kind of doing this one, Frenemy. So we're kind of monochromatic today. This is the first lid here, and I will come back to show you my lower lash line. I don't really have any blue liner, so I'll just do the pink. then I'm going to use Professor Utonium, the inner corner, which I definitely did yesterday, but that's fine. You didn't see my look yesterday. I think I might recreate the look yesterday for one of the looks in this video because it's really cool. And then I'm going to put liner on. Let's try the liner that came with this kit. It is in Him. It's a color stick. I think it's a liner. It's really small. Little tiny little bub. Okay, so it's like an eyeshadow stick. It's really thick, but we're going to use it on the lower. So this is going to be the first one of 3 looks. Let me know what you think. And we'll know. Alright, we are going to do look 2. It's quite possible this may be a disaster because I just put all over my eyes. I put the BH Cosmetics Base Booster. This is glitter and shadow glue. It's for loose pigments. My eyes are very tacky, so I'm just going to warn you in case the mattes don't fly over my face as usual. I'm going to apply them a little bit differently. We're going to see, because I'm going to face my fears and use the pressed glitter today, so that's happening. We're going to do like more of a mostly blue look. Let's do it for our girl Bubbles. I wish there was a yellow, like something for her hair. That would be nice. But we're going to use the matte pressed pigment blue. So this is Route or Rough Boys. I will let you know when you have a very tacky primer like this, just pat. I know certain formulas, it's even better to do that. I find that there's certain formulas that skip over the Milani eyeshadow primer, even though that's not super tacky. So I always just try to pat first and then figure out how it moves over the eye before starting to swipe. This one is not a pressed pigment. This is a shadow. That makes sense. It's like, this is not seeming as pigmented as the green. The green is a pressed pigment, and yeah, all the ones on the bottom except for the blue are pressed pigments. So just as a warning there. Oh my god. Color blue going on. It's a very pretty blue though. No? I've laid down so much shadow, you would think that it would not still be skipping. They said this is a glue on your face. It's fine. It is what it is. So let's see how the pressed glitter lays on top of this and hopefully not blinds me in the face. We're gonna use a Super Friends. That's the blue pressed glitter. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna tap, not swipe. Oh yes, I am feeling the fallout already. But yes, it is very tacky. Okay, tap. Make sure your eye is closed. You do not want to be getting this in your eyeballs. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Every time I touch pressed glitters, it scares me. This is like, I just took a bottle of glitter and I put it in a pan. Shut your eyes. I'm gonna pull it like this. Just try to blend it out. I would say because of this might look a little better if you had like a shadow underneath it. Like, I think it would look pretty cool if you had the green underneath it and maybe did that, but we went full blue here. I'm gonna clean this up and then come back and do under my eye. Now we are going to go ahead and use the green. I have used this in a look I did that was not on camera. It was just me having fun. I do like this shade, so we're going to do it on the lower lash line, and then I do have a liner as well to use. NYX Epic Wear. If you watched my favorites video, this is in there. Really great alternative to the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye pencils. I do really like this one. I have used this. This is the shade Chemical X. We're going to use that on the inner corner. The lightest shade in this palette is Townsville. That is a pressed glitter, so I would not recommend putting that on the inner corner, just as an FYI. But this is the final look with this. I will put on mascara, of course. Stay tuned for look number 3. I know we kind of had a little bit of something. See ya. I didn't press record. So I'm just going to walk you through what I did since I didn't press record. We're almost done. Fashionista in the crease, followed by Pokey Oaks underneath that. See that on this eye? So we have a little bit underneath, and then we're taking the shade Chemical X on their finger and just applying it to the lid. This is a disaster. That is funny. Since this is a shimmer, it is really smooth. It's not like the glitter we dealt with yesterday that is not getting in my eyes during the day, but upon makeup removal was really a struggle. Take this brush, the other brush is not as clean, and I'm just gonna blend the edges. Alright, and then what I will do is I will clean up the edge. Alright, put on some liner and come back for the lower lash line. We're going to use the green on the lower lash line. This is called Silico. I'm pretty sure this is what I did for the first day. And then let's use the Mayor. I haven't used that one. We're going to use that on the inner corner. Yeah, it's like, it's a gold shade. Alright. That's it for the look. What do you think? You like it? You like the eyes? Let me know. What can I say about this palette? Very cute. I love the outside packaging. I think it's great. I like the cardboard aspect. I could have lived without a mirror. I know most people like mirrors, but I'm really preferring palettes that are going to be easily recyclable, and a mirror just makes it not really possible. I'm sure there's a way to pop out the mirror, and I know if you're like somebody who likes to get ready on the go or something like that, a mirror is very helpful, but I have lots of good lighting and individual personal mirrors that I don't really need this. I like the color story. I knew what it was when I bought into it. It's not going to be terribly dark. It's just, you know, it is what it is. That being said, like, it's very fun and colorful down here, but then up here it's like, what are you gonna do? My biggest complaints about this palette, as is everything that I buy from Colourpop, every time I buy eyeshadow from it, is this and this, the pressed glitter. I have not even used Townsville. I have used Super Friends, and from what you saw, I was horrified to use it because I will let you know, while it didn't really flake into my eyeballs during the day, when I was trying to remove it, it was everywhere, and I did get eye irritation this morning from glitter that was left over from yesterday. Really don't like the pressed glitter formula. I thought that maybe they were Super Shocks. No, they're pressed glitters. And they're noted to not be safe for your eyes, which I would agree with. I'm not a big avid fan of putting glitter on your eyeballs. And then as well as these 3 shades down here, excluding the blue. Orange, the pink, and the green are all pressed pigments. I don't mind pressed pigments. It's the same warning you're gonna get with a pressed glitter, aka don't put it near your eyes, although it's in an eyeshadow palette. So if that's something that particularly bothers you, which maybe it shouldn't bother me, 5 of the 16 shades are technically not even eye safe. That's really not a good statistic, And then when you have to look at it, I really do like the shimmers that we have in here texture-wise. The green, it has an amazing texture, and I think lasting power, it lasts a very long time. My complaint, I would have to say, though, is that what people were pointing out before, I mean, when pictures of the palette were dropped, is these the 4 shades, I would say, in general. I would love a white, maybe something even with a reflect, like a white pinkish reflect, something of a shimmer, and then the rest of these light shades can go. Or take one of them and the rest of them can go. If I had to pull a white from another palette, it's fine, but we need one light shimmery shade, and I think that's it. The others should not, they're not necessary. I do think that crime fighting can then pull you into having more neutral looks with this palette, but is it necessary? I think when they go this route in palettes, it's something that it's like from the brand perspective, they want as many people to buy it as possible, because if a palette was completely colorful, they are limiting anybody who would want to be able to use this all the time. So that's the mentality, but at the same time, there's nothing really dark here that's anchoring us either, so being able to use it all the time, that kind of mentality is, you know, not for people with darker skin tones, because that's not really going to show up on a darker skin tone as a neutral, and if this is your matte transition shade, it's pretty obvious as to what skin tone this is supposed to coordinate with. But I do like this palette as much as I give that the gripe, but I know there are some complaints I have about it. I'm definitely excited to keep playing with it. I still just don't think anything comes near the child palette, and this is more versatile. But I definitely do think it's worth the money, especially if you like Powerpuff Girls. So that's that on the palette. And then the little color stick. Really good. I personally would just prefer the e.l.f. ones. If you're placing a Colourpop order, I think, you know, you can't go wrong with this. It's a nice little shadow stick, and I particularly just use shadow sticks in the inner corner. I like it because it's a more unique shade to what I have. They're very small, so I don't know how much you would use it and how quickly I'm going to go through it, but they're much smaller than the e.l.f. ones, and if e.l.f. had a similar shade to this, which I don't believe they do, I would say to go with the e.l.f. anyway. It's a little bit cheaper. It's really creamy. I think it's pretty much the same as the e.l.f. So let me pull up the stuff that I don't have, and we're going to talk about the rest of the collection. It's going to be my opinions on stuff that I don't own, so you can take that with a grain of salt. Oh, it's coming to Ulta on August 1st. That's really annoying. So if anything, you can pick this stuff up at Ulta. That's actually really good. Good to know. But and Colourpop does work for the $3.50 off. You can use points. You can use anything for Colourpop. So let me talk about the lip scrubs. Now, a 2-pack of lip scrubs for $20 is a lot, which is the reason I didn't go for it. I would have bought these. I was interested in these. I was also interested in the blushes. I'm kind of on a blush no-buy because I keep buying blush and I'm not going to run through it. So I'm a little bit on a blush no-buy, so that's the reason for that. But these blushes look really, really awesome. I particularly love the tone of the dark violet one. That is a blush tone I really like. I used to have a Too Faced one that they came in a little hard packaging that I really liked. So I think that would look really, really nice on darker skin tones, because I know they've kind of been criticized for releasing the same thing over and over and over again. I also like the orange blush. It's just not something for me. I would be interested in getting the other 2 shades of the color sticks, since they are going to be available, and I'm a collector, so I would say you can go with those as well. The lip product is interesting. It's like a roller lip. It's just not for me. I love Colourpop lip products, but this particular style of application is just not for me. I'm wearing Colourpop lip products right now. They make great lip products. If this is something that appeals to you, I'm sure it's great, because I think most of the stuff they make is really good. But yeah, so it's now going to be available at Ulta, so that's really exciting. So that's on August 1st. I think it's worth it, especially if you like Powerpuff Girls, which tends to be the way with any time a brand does a collab. If you like the brand, go for it. Why not? I really, really think that there's a couple things, especially if we're going to go with Cartoon Network properties. I really would love to be consulted on Scooby-Doo collection. That would be pretty awesome. And I think a Teen Titans collection would be really cool too. So just throwing that out there for you, Colourpop and Cartoon Network. If you're looking for some tips and tricks, I'll be happy to consult. But that is going to be it today. Thank you guys so much for watching this Colourpop X Powerpuff Girls review. If you liked this video, I would hope you'd stick around and catch me for future videos. If you missed any of my uploads, you can watch them back here. What even is that noise? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.